My name is George Patchen, and I'm the researcher.
My name is Juan, and I'm the recorder.
I'm Rebecca, I'm the builder.
And I'm Victor Mendoza, and I'm the project manager.
This is our project on the solar panels.
Okay, so let's get simple. So the reason why I think the modern solar panels is a modern marvel is because, well, what the solar panel does, it gets one of our main energy sources, which is the sun, and converts it into energy or electricity.
First of all, there is many examples of a solar panel, like the solar panel window blinds, which is a neat thing because it's blinds, and it's made of solar panels. So what it does is that it helps retract the energy from your house to help save money. And at a certain time in the morning, it reaches its point, it turns off by itself to help eject itself to point wherever the sun's going. And then at a certain time when the sun's not open anymore, it turns off by itself, and it goes to emergency battery mode, which ends up saving electricity inside your house. And here's a video.
Okay, so prices statistics. So throughout the years, the prices has been actually going down, which is good because solar panels are getting less expensive. And then we're also saving money just by putting solar panels, especially over here in California and Hawaii. Because in California we're saving up to $35,000, and in Hawaii it's a whopping $60,000. And then we're also putting more solar panels over there in our coastal lines.
Okay, so the cost of the installation of solar panels is $3 to $4 per watt, which that's an average. And then the average total for the whole installation is $12,500. The best solar panel that there is right now is called the mono crystalline, I think. And, crystalline, and it's you have to pay a little bit more, but it helps you get more. It helps you save more money.
Okay, so some advantages of solar panels are the emissions of fuel. As you can see, coal comes out with a whopping over 14,000, or not 14,000, 1,400 grams of carbon dioxide per kilowatt hour. Natural gas is leading second with about 600, as you can see right in this graph. And then solar is coming out with only less than 200 grams per kilowatt hour. And one of the better areas to put solar panels is right in this area where California, Nevada, New Mexico, some of the more centralized states are. We're actually trying to put solar panels in space. Yes, it's capable. As you can see, we can actually harness more solar power by putting solar panels in space, because there's no endless time of, oh, the sun's not going to be here in space. The sun's always in space. That's why we're in space, technically. Yeah, both. And as you can see here, we have made a SolidWorks model and a physical and digital. Right in the center is our SolidWorks model. Yep. And then we have our nice little old physical model right here, which actually works. I just can't put it out right now because it would be extremely difficult to have all of you turn it that way.
Alright, so everything you make, no matter what, there's always a disadvantage. For the solar panels, the disadvantage is killing our environment. So, you know how like a magnifying glass works, where you put the sun through and it shines down and starts burning? That's basically what a solar panel does, because all day it sits and absorbs energy from the heat of the sun, that even if you cross through, the birds burn as they're crossing through, or even lay on it. So, and also the other disadvantage is that it costs a lot of money, not only saving it, but it costs a lot of money to just install it into your home or wherever you live. And it costs extra just to have someone come in and build it for you yourself, because you're not an engineer.
Okay, here are some videos on some of the different things that you could do with the solar panel kit that I have gotten. Yep, that's the light that's inside this little birdhouse. You can see that it actually is shining. I have the solar panel out in the sun during this part. And I was able to wire a little ringer onto it by putting some of the, basically what's going on with this connector. There's a bunch of connectors that are inside, or that are on the outside of the solar panel, that are wiring it together. So if you look right here, I've wired this in certain patterns. So you have to wire it in certain patterns to create how it's shining. And yep, I made a fan. That is a motor hooked up to my solar panel.
I guess that's the only fan we're getting.
I know, we have no subscribers, but we got a fan.
Yeah.
What?
I'm done. Okay, anyways, so as we're talking about we can do many different things with solar panels. As you can see here, they actually put solar panels on cars, which is a pretty good idea. And with the Ford made it anyways. And with the fully charged battery, the car could actually go up to 620 miles with the fully charged batteries. And the max speed is 40 through 260 miles per hour.
Okay, so we've gone through some of the better ways. Actually, if you think about it, wind power actually creates more CO2 than having to produce a solar panel. I'm sorry that we can't zoom in right here, but if you look here, there's about 70% each of CO2 being made for cultivation and fabrication. Construction, if you look, there's about 30 or 24% for wind, and only about 21 for in construction for solar panels. Operation, there's already 23.9% CO2 emissions going, and for solar panels, it's less than 20%. I think it's about 15, and if you look at the CO2 emissions to take the solar panel apart and then reuse it, there's actually less CO2 emission for both, but there's still a good amount going through. And for our feedback loop, it's basically a solar panel, or like sunlight goes through the solar panel, the energy goes through a house, and then the house goes to video games, and then it comes back to the solar power coming down to solar panel.
So the 8 basic needs, well, the solar panels is basically it helps the shelter, which is part of the 8 basic needs, because it helps to light it up, and it you could connect the video games and stuff while using the solar panels, which you're getting the energy from there.
And don't forget transportation, which Prezi didn't save the 2 pictures that I had.
Yeah, that sucks.
Now I'm sad. Okay, so we're gonna go for examples of our project through our projects team. So as a builder, I'm basically his right-hand man, whom is project leader.
Then we got the researcher and the recorder, which I mean we couldn't have really done anything without them too. Because I mean we gathered the research and other stuff, put them all together, and yeah, we got the spreadsheet. Hey.
Any questions?
So for those who are new, questions and comments are reserved only for our returning EDGE upperclassmen, K 10, 11, 12, and our panel of judges. I think I'd like to begin now. Lori, you said if we all turned our heads that way, you could do something with that thing. Why don't you do something with that thing and we'll all turn our heads that way?
I'll try.
It's gonna be a,
I'm not
Let me see if this will work.
What you gonna work off?
what he meant, it would be hard for everybody to go outside.
That won't work.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's
we're-
what you meant.
Yeah.
Basically
Okay.
outside or
Cause,
anywhere.
yeah, because I mean, we
Okay,
could-
I misunderstood. At the end of your presentation, at the end of presentation, let's do that. Okay? I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
No.
Any other questions,
That
comments?
didn't work.
Trust me, because I mean, the light is literally as bright
Yes,
as
sir.
the country.
Okay, so the way the solar panel works is it converts the energy in DC current and then has to convert it back to AC just to be converted back to DC. Do you think there's a better way to do that with houses and homes to be more energy efficient?
That's a good question. I'm kind of stumped right now. That's actually no. If you think about it, with very little time, because if it's being converted from DC to AC and then DC, well, you could just have it run from DC, but it may overload power.
Alright, any other questions?
Just a comment. You should let more of your team members speak during the presentation,
Yeah,
because
I know you probably
you're doing
say
the
that.
majority of the talking. And I liked how you were fluid with your joke. It just lightened the mood. And then you didn't stay on that and try to go, but you just keep on. You just kept going through the presentation. And I really liked that.
That was kind of a last minute thing
That
because
was
of
a
that
little-
comment.
That was a little bit on me, not trying to lie or anything.
Him and his, we have a fan. At least we don't have. That was more of a last minute thing than